I've always hated mirrors at night. Not because of superstition. Not because of childhood stories. But because sometimes, your reflection doesn't blink when you do. It started 3 weeks ago. 3:12 a.m. I woke up for no reason. No sound. No nightmare. Just that strange, heavy feeling, like someone had said my name softly enough that it only reached my brain, not my ears. I sat up in bed. The room was dark, except for the faint glow from my digital clock. 3:12, I remember the number clearly because it felt wrong. Too specific. I went to the bathroom to splash water on my face. That's when I noticed it. The mirror above the sink. Everything looked normal. My tired eyes. Messy hair. Pale skin under cold white light. I blinked. My reflection didn't. Just for a fraction of a second. It stared at me. Still. Then it blinked. I froze. Told myself I imagined it. Lack of sleep. Brain misfiring. I leaned closer to the mirror. Stop it, I whispered to myself. My reflection smiled. I didn't. The next night, I avoided the bathroom. But 3:12 a.m. came again. I woke up exactly at the same minute. No alarm. No noise. Just awareness. This time, I didn't move. I stared into the darkness of my bedroom. That's when I saw it. Across the room, the closet mirror. It reflected the faint blue light from the window. And in it, I was sitting up in bed. But I wasn't sitting up. My real body was still lying down. I couldn't move. Sleep paralysis, I told myself. That's all this was. But the reflection version of me slowly turned its head. And looked directly at me. It raised its hand. And pressed its palm against the inside of the mirror. Like it was touching glass. Trying to push through. At 3:13, it opened its mouth. And I heard something in my room. A whisper. Soft. Right next to my ear. Let me out. After that night, I started researching. Sleep disorders. Hallucinations. Shared delusions. Nothing matched. Because mirrors don't change positions. But mine did. One morning, I woke up and the bathroom mirror was slightly tilted. I live alone. I checked security footage from my hallway camera. At 3:12 a.m., my bedroom door opened. I walked out. Slowly. But the way I moved, it wasn't normal. My posture was wrong. Too straight. Too stiff. Like someone wearing a human body for the first time. I watched myself walk into the bathroom, stand in front of the mirror. And lean forward, until my forehead touched the glass. Then the video glitched. At 3:14 a.m. exactly. When the image returned, I was walking back to my room. Smiling. I don't remember any of it. 3 nights later, it happened again. 3:12 a.m. I woke up, but this time, I was already standing. In the bathroom. Staring into the mirror. And my reflection, wasn't me anymore. It was almost identical. But its eyes were darker. Too dark. No reflection in them. Just depth. It spoke first. Not with lips. But inside my head. You're tired. Let me handle things. My reflection lifted its hand. But I didn't lift mine. It moved independently. And pressed its palm against the glass. The mirror surface rippled. Like water. Then something pulled. Not my body. My perspective. Suddenly I wasn't standing in the bathroom. I was behind glass. Cold. Flat. Watching. And on the other side, my body blinked. Stretched. Smiled. And walked away. Without me. Time feels different in here. I don't sleep. I don't blink. I only watch. From the other side of mirrors. I see my body living my life. Going to work. Talking to people. Laughing. But it doesn't blink the same way. Sometimes it forgets. Sometimes it stares too long at reflective surfaces. Testing boundaries. I've tried screaming. No sound. I've tried moving. Nothing. Except once. At 3:12 a.m. For 1 second, my reflection in someone else's window looked confused. Like it sensed me. Like it knew I was still here. Waiting. And tonight, if you're watching this, and it's 3:12 a.m., go to your nearest mirror. Blink. Slowly. If it blinks back too late, don't look away. Because if you do, it switches faster. Time doesn't move normally on this side of the glass. There are no clocks here. No sunrise. No night. Only reflections. I don't know how long I've been trapped, but I started noticing something new. The version of me walking around in my body wasn't satisfied anymore. It wasn't just living my life. It was studying others. I saw it standing in an elevator one afternoon. A woman stood beside it, staring at her phone. Behind them was a large mirror. My body looked into it. But not at itself. It was watching the woman's reflection. Smiling. Then something impossible happened. The woman didn't move. But her reflection did. It tilted its head slightly. A delay. Small. Almost unnoticeable. My body's reflection leaned closer to hers. Like it was teaching it. That's when I understood. It isn't just one of them. They're all connected. And they're learning how to cross over. After that, I began seeing it everywhere. Every swap follows the same pattern. 3:12 a.m. The person wakes up suddenly. No reason. No sound. Just awareness. They go to the bathroom. Or glance at the mirror across the room. They notice something slightly wrong. A blink that lags half a second. A smile that appears too early. A head tilt that doesn't match. But the human brain hates uncertainty. So they lean closer. To make sure. And that's the mistake. Because when you stare into a mirror long enough at 3:12 a.m., it starts staring back. And when it understands you completely, it replaces you. One time, when the lights flickered in the apartment, the mirror turned almost transparent. Just for a second. And I saw it. Not a room. Not another apartment. But an endless, dark space. Cold. Silent. Filled with shapes. Thousands of them. Humanoid. Standing. Watching. Every mirror is a window. Every dark screen is a doorway. Every reflection is a potential exit. And they're all waiting for the same moment. 3:12 a.m. Because something about that minute weakens the boundary. At first, I thought they wanted freedom. But that's not it. They need something more specific. They need identity. In their world, they have no faces. No names. No individuality. Just copies waiting to exist. When they take your place, they don't just gain a body. They gain memories. Friends. A history. A life. And the original stays here. Watching. Unable to blink. Unable to sleep. Forever aware. If you're listening to this right now, take a second. Look at your screen. When the brightness drops, you can faintly see yourself in the reflection. Right? Now think carefully, when was the last time you looked into a mirror at night? Did your reflection ever feel delayed? Did it ever look slightly more alert than you were? Tonight, if you wake up at 3:12 a.m., don't move immediately. Don't look at the mirror. And whatever you do, don't blink slowly while staring at it. Because if your reflection blinks after you, you're still safe. But if it blinks first, it's already practicing. And tomorrow morning, you might wake up on the wrong side of the glass. And if that happens, you'll still see the world. You'll still see yourself. But you won't be the one moving anymore. And the scariest part? The person living your life will never look confused. Because it won't be learning anymore. It will be perfect.